Hey guys, it's Skulker3 and welcome to part 12 of The Longest Journey. In the last part, we took on a job as a map delivery salesperson. Yeah, map delivery person I suppose would be a simpler way to put it. We took a map to Captain Nevervay so that we could get some money. And he said, well, I'm not going to sign this thing until you play me some music, because otherwise this weird thing with infinite eyes and ears is going to come along and be all, don't you go signing pieces of things, I'm scared of ink. So, in any case, let's see what happens if we give this errand to the instrument merchant. Nothing, because you need to talk to him. My bad.
What's your, most affordable instrument?
A drum kit.
That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute?
Pretty sure that was a drum kit.
I'm guessing that's one errand?
Is that a yes? Talking in instruments is not exactly your best business
I'll have the
gimmick.
flute. That's one errand, isn't it?
Again, is that a yes? Well, he seems to be accepting it. Very, very slowly. I find it weird how, like, all the animations that aren't
actually know how to play a flute.
like main people to talk to, like April and Cortez
won't mind.
Vestrum Tobias. All the animations are like a lot slower and stranger. I'm not quite sure why that is. Like, I'd imagine it would probably be as easy to make that instrument merchant have the same level of, well, animation speed really as April. Although, actually, I'm gonna just check something because I'm a bit curious. I'll probably wind up turning it off again immediately afterwards. But in, at the very least, this version of The Longest Journey, there is an option in the options menu. Hang on. See if I can find it. Not like that. There we go. No. I'm good at clicking things. Yeah, high quality April model. Let's see what it looks like without. I'm not really seeing much of a difference. Okay then. Maybe that's just in cutscenes. Well, I don't know. Oh, I think maybe there's a bit better shading or something.
Nice day for it.
So now we know what that looks
Not
like.
really,
Oh,
no.
that's not what I meant
Thanks.
to do. Because now that we have this flute, we can hopefully get his signature.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Done.
Well,
Here you go.
it wasn't
Don't
great.
ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
That,
I can
I
pretty
think that's
much
really all I can
guarantee
say.
that.
Just, at least it kind of had a rhythm. I'll give her that much, but yeah. I mean, when you're rusty with an instrument, there's only so much you can do. It's not exactly like she's a concert flautist or anything. So, now that we have Captain Nevervay's signature, we can go and head back to the map merchant and hopefully, well, something will happen. We'll hopefully get more money, because we just got rid of the only tip we'd ever got buying an instrument so that we could get him to sign the thing that he needed to sign. Which is, when you come to think about it, a really weird puzzle. I mean, my guess is that we're going to need the flute for something later, so this is just like a way to guarantee that we get the flute. Because this, The Longest Journey, is one of those very well crafted point-and-click games where it's impossible to get trapped
I'm ready for my next job,
in a
sir.
situation where if you didn't happen to pick up an item long ago, you are completely screwed. Yes.
Yes.
I didn't actually read the question, but I assume
Give me
yes.
the delivery list so that I can see for myself.
Jolly good, I can do that.
You know, you remind me of somebody I know. A real Scrooge.
Good. What's a Scrooge? Maps, new revisions.
Seriously, he doesn't
lightsabers,
pause even
maps.
slightly. In any case, what was my train of thought? Oh yeah, whereas, so it's sort of more LucasArtsy thing where if you don't pick up an item, then by the point you need
Right.
to
Your
use
next
it to
assignment
solve the
is a
puzzle,
map
you can
of
go back
Shandra
and get the
to
item.
Rolling Man. Hold on.
Oh!
Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I'm not even sure why you really need to lie at this point.
Do you know how to get
Yeah,
to the
so if you need
rolling
an
man's house?
item, you will be able to go and get it.
I
Rather than
forget.
like Sierra, where if you don't get the item,
Let me
too
explain.
bad.
Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has
Oh,
his reasons.
joy. Okay, how do we get to it?
First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking.
Okay, I'm following you so far.
That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
Eh,
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south,
wait,
but
what?
onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way, nasty, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
Right. Oh,
There's a river?
yeah.
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what
dear.
happened to it. After
I love how
you've
April
crossed
keeps
the
making
bridge,
assumptions,
you'll
and
be
every
on the
single
western
time it's
slopes
wrong.
of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the
Wait, I
livestock.
thought we were traveling
They're
west.
likely to attack in that part of
Oh,
town.
we're going north. Ah!
Eventually, you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
Ooh,
You
that's
call
about
murder
it.
civilized?
Better than
Rather
locking
difficult
people
issue.
up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Okay, this is getting a bit political for giving
Yeah,
directions.
sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down
circle around the
Tandak
circular square, right?
for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on
Right.
Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west.
God
Parrock
damn
Lane
it.
has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No.
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome
Does
Kandar.
that really have any bearing on the situation?
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The Rolling Man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
So, this whole time it was just there. Ugh. Although I do wonder, like, I lost track of it way too early, but I wonder if you follow each of those things, like, on some vague imaginary map, or if you sort of drew one out, if you could possibly actually get that to be the case. But that was a beautifully written bit of dialogue there. It's just about as confusing as directions can get. So, next time you give directions to someone, memorize that speech. And if you're some kind of sadist, if you're a sadist and someone asks you for directions, memorize that speech and tell them that. So in any case, it seems we have found who we hope can
Hello, Mr.
be
Westhouse?
Damn, Mason, what is it now? Oh. Guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyaf, are you?
Not as far as we
Sorry,
know.
I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who in damnation are you?
You tell
April
this guy
Ryan,
is a
sir.
drunkard?
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Yes, I am.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were two of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a
That's
drink.
probably not a good idea. I'm not sure I want any of what you're drinking, my friend. Then again, you might just have been drinking it eternally. It's hard to tell.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Nice.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
I just realized April is
No,
taking this
sorry.
shockingly well in her stride,
Oh,
you know?
no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do
Still, you
for
need to be able to adapt to situations if you're going to survive. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to end this part here, since we're in a fun bit of dialogue with our good old friend Brian Westhouse here, because if I recall correctly, there's going to be a lot of dialogue with him, and then there's going to be quite a bit of cutscene that we can't really get out of, so that might well make up a whole new episode in any case. So I'm going to end this part here, guys, and in the next part, maybe Mr. Westhouse here is going to help us get home. See you guys then.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
Goodbye.